In the latest GT6 leaks, the wilderness around Soflos Everglades remains largely untouched, with vast forests and lakes offering potential for exploration. Fans are hoping for impactful distances between cities, envisioning epic highway rides and mysterious encounters in the wilderness. Concerning weaponry, players yearn for more variety, with duffel bags for storage and car trunks as options. The prospect of strategic trunk choices adds depth to vehicle selection, potentially influencing gameplay and mission strategies. As speculation swirls, anticipation grows for the immersive experience awaiting in GT6's expansive world. Subscribe if you want me to give away multiple GT6 copies on the release date. Thank you and let's go! So we're starting off with details from GT6 Trailer 1 that you may not have noticed. Part 1. Confirmed, there will be e-cigarettes in the game. According to the screenshot right there, maybe it's a cologne, by the way. It actually looks like a cologne, and at the same time it actually looks like e-cigarettes. All I'm saying, this could be both of those things, but it's kinda the store that is not like for the colognes, so basically it might be e-cigarettes. Good eye, this might be the actual newest GT6 detail I've seen in a month. Well, get ready because I'll be posting more details that might not have been noticed or may have gone unnoticed, and we are going to discuss them in the next videos. Comparison of all the GTA maps. What do we have here is basically the comparison between the maps. Here we could see the GT6 map, possible GT6 map, of course it's not confirmed yet. Then we go for the GTA 5, for the San Andreas, Vice City, Liberty City. We could see the GTA 4, and I don't know, this other map. Write in the comments, because I haven't played this game right there, so write in the comments what this one could be. Let's go for more. In GT6 you will notice 3 colors throughout the game: pink, yellow and blue. These colors symbolize 3 important characters in the story, which are pink Lucia, yellow Jason and blue Kai. At the same time, these are the official colors of the game's logo. Lakes showed a limited load of autos similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. What do you think about it? It's great. It would be cool if you could carry entire arsenal in your car's trunk or your duffel bag. Also, I do hope for more wilderness and big empty distances, so title might be misleading, but here's a satellite image of Florida. Mostly national parks plus wilderness between Fort Myers and Miami metro area. As you can see, Soflos wilderness is basically empty near the Everglades except for parks and Indian reservers. So one thing I really do wish for, if we get a 3 cities, Hope Vice City or Orlando version and Tampa Fort Myers City, is that the distance between these cities will be impactful. Florida is huge and I am okay with the map being big with many forests in the middle and possibly some Easter eggs and cool things to discover to make the map much bigger. As a matter of fact, I believe it is easier to create big wilderness areas than the cities themselves, especially with AI developments today. Imagine a long ride on the highway connection on a highway connecting Fort Myers and Miami, a long ride across the distance, key islands, parachuting and getting lost in the middle of the forest and lakes south of Orlando, and what weird crazy stuff you would find. I would appreciate a huge map with all the main locations very far from each other, separated by either sea, lakes, mud forests, farms and small towns. What do you think? Would you actually like version of this? The next one is anyone else seriously doubting half of these things we think will be in the actual game. Just because the trailer is showing it surely doesn't mean it will be in the game. It seems far too dense and interactive. Things that come to mind are going prone, Jason looking at Lucian, then going back to dancing in the car crashes on the highway, we are just watching a news channel for half of the trailer. Why are y'all so convinced these are actual game mechanics? Because they always just showed us the game, but not just the CGI. So that's basically just the actual game mechanics that we might get in the game. Not 100% all of them confirmed, that's for sure, but most of them are. About guns, in Red Dead Redemption 2 I found myself using almost all the weapons. In Grand Theft Auto 5, however, I find myself only using assault rifles. I even find myself rarely using the sticky bombs and grenades, almost never. The pistols in GTA 5 are only used in the beginning of the game. Now I've already seen some leaks, but take what I say with a grain of salt. We'll get duffel bags, I'm sure, and we will store weaponry in the back trunk of our vehicle. I think the way the guns work will be more like Red Dead. What do you guys think? Would you like the gun wheel to not be as exaggerated? No more RPG magically coming out of nowhere, but instead coming out of duffel bag you carry. Your weapons of your choice becoming more of a choice of a couple you could hold. Thoughts on this one? It's definitely following the Red Dead Redemption route, which I prefer based on what we've seen from the leaks. At this point it would make sense for Rockstar to take a step backward, especially when they're calling it the most immersive evolution of the Grand Theft Auto series yet, so they'll probably bring back the mechanic of your guns getting dirty and requiring cleaning. The issue with the guns in GTA 5 was they were more or less the same in terms of stats. Most people used the same 3 out of 4 weapons and the customization options were pretty lackluster. The next one is, even the birds have shadows on the water, being so high up in the sky. For players AI replacement, anyone else think it would be nice if the heists in GTA 6 Online had AI in case you couldn't get enough players or just more optional solo heists? I would rather do that instead of being forced with randoms when my friends are unavailable. I would love it if we could have AI gang members sort of like the way they did in San Andreas and TLAD. We talked about car trunks, but what if trunks also come in different sizes? Don't come here expecting a deep dive into anything, it's just that I've read here before people wondering whether they could be a storage system based on your car trunks, where you could store weapons and tools. What would you think about it? And what about not only having it trunks, but also having different types of them? I think it could help big vehicles stay relevant in the game's meta, adding a new lure in a thought process that goes into picking a car from your garage. Maybe some missions you can do only with a big trunk, like when you have to steal resources or something else. Imagine if you could store illegal items in a truck bed, but if a cop sees the items, you could get wanted level. But if you have a truck bed cover or tarp, you could avoid that. Rockstar has a history of changing the protagonist face model from their trailers. Do you think this might occur again? And look at these pictures, we could see the Red Dead Redemption one, GTA 5 one, and as well some people thinking about Lucia, but according to leaks, the one who was changed is actually Jason compared to the trailer. So all I'm saying is probably will be not Lucia, but the Jason one will be changed accordingly to the leaks and to the trailer. So we might see his different design in the game, but I don't think the Lucia will be changed. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. So that's kind of all the information we got on today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.